Welcome to episode 1 of Transfers Talk Tennessee Sports. I'm Katie Mack. I'm a fifth-year senior on the swim team, and I transferred in from the University of Florida.
I'm Jewel Spear. I'm a senior guard on the women's basketball team, and I transferred in from Wake Forest.
So this show will have a couple of different purposes, one being that Jewel and Zeta, who's off camera today, and I all have a career goal of working in sports broadcasting and sideline reporting in the future. So this show will function as a place where we can gain experience being on camera and working behind the camera and doing all that fun sports broadcasting stuff.
And it's also a place to showcase different teams and talents, but it's also a place for us to humanize athletes through discussions about their experiences at UT.
So without further ado, let's get started. On today's docket, we'll check out some highlights from the Lady Vols game against Georgia last Thursday, discuss women's basketball and their season so far, and later on we'll get to know Jordan Gainey from men's hoops. First things first, the Lady Vols took down the Dogs in Athens last Thursday in a decisive 95-73 victory. And in my humble opinion, there is nothing quite like beating the Dogs in Athens. What do you think, Jewel?
I mean, I agree. A win is a win. Anytime you can come back from a loss against Ole Miss on the road, which was a tough game for us to lose, and then go on the road and beat Georgia, I think that's a win.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now for the game highlights. The Lady Vols played a stellar game start to finish. We start off here. Jasmine Powell has the ball and finds Jewel Spear for the three, giving the Lady Vols an early 5-0 lead. Now with 4 minutes to go and the Bulldogs have the ball, but not for long. Jasmine Powell, wide open, intercepts a pass and takes it all the way back down the court to score. Lady Vols now up 15-9.
Yeah, JP has been playing such good defense all year, and this is just one example.
In the second quarter now, Rakia Jackson fights through a sea of defenders to the basket, score now 19-14. Jackson would finish the day with 21 points.
Rakia just makes it look easy and is a consistent scorer for this Lady Vols team.
Yeah, in this next play, Jewel snags the ball from the Bulldogs and drives down the court. Now the Lady Vols are moving it around, but it comes back around to Jewel where she is able to sink the three.
That's just great ball movement, and our team chemistry just shows with those passes and that shot.
Absolutely. Now 20 seconds left in the second quarter, and the Lady Vols and Bulldogs are battling for the ball at midcourt. Powell forces the turnover and takes it down the court for a Lady Vol layup. Score now 41-24. Moving into the third quarter now, and the Lady Vols have not let up at all. Inbound passing now going to Rakia Jackson, and she sends it straight into the hoop for a three. Now onto the final plays of the game. Sarah Puckett hits a three from the left corner, and the final score is 95-73, which is the most points the Lady Vols have ever scored in SEC play while under head coach Kelly Harper.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a milestone, and I think it really just speaks to our team chemistry and how we really move the ball on offense and play together on defense.
Absolutely. So another person I wanted to talk about that's been playing really well, Jasmine Powell. I mean, she's so much fun to watch because she's such an aggressive player, and for the sixth time in the last 10 games, she's hit 6 assists, which is insane.
It is very insane. That's our point guard. We pride ourselves on her. She's really good defensively, as you saw in the clips, just being active on defense, getting steals, deflections. But we know on offense she's going to set the pace, go down the court, advance the ball, and look for shooters as well as post players.
Yeah, absolutely. So you and Rakia also had a really, really good game. I mean, you guys have been having a great game the last couple of weeks. I mean, you guys have been the leading offensive players on your team. So how have you been feeling about your performance lately, and Rakia's as well?
Yeah, I feel really good about it. I know Rakia is a great player. She actually just hit the 2,000 point milestone, which is spectacular. You know, 2,000 points is a lot of points, especially in college.
Absolutely.
And she's on the top of everybody's scouting report, so she's going to get everybody's best. But, you know, just being there for her as a scorer as well, trying to make plays and just relieve pressure from her. So when she's posting up on the inside, I can make shots on the outside.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Now moving on to the Missouri game, you guys played really, really well. This was actually yesterday.
Yes.
I was there, which was awesome. It was so cool to see you guys play as well as you did. So you won 80-69. Like you said, Rakia hit 2,000 career points yesterday. She's one of only 8 Lady Vols, I think, to ever do so, which is crazy to think about.
She's up there with, you know, Candace Parker and all those great names.
Insane. So again, you also had a really, really great game too. You hit 22 points, which is the third time you've surpassed 20 points in a game. You're just been on a roll. Sarah Puckett. Let's talk about Sarah Puckett and how well she's been playing.
They call her Puckett Bucket. I mean,
that's an awesome nickname.
It is. I mean, she just comes in, you know, makes clutch moments, clutch shots, but also just really hustles on defense and makes, you know, game-changing plays.
For sure. And I was really, really excited to see Tamari Key was back. You know, she had her first start of the season on Thursday night with Georgia after being out all last season for some injuries, right?
Yes, correct. We were just, you know, proud to see her back, on the court. Whether she's starting or not, it doesn't matter because of the impact that she's going to make offensively and defensively. And just, hearing her name in the starting lineup and hearing the crowd go crazy was really cool.
That's so cool. I don't know her personally, but it's so awesome to see somebody like that overcome adversity and, be back. So Jasmine Powell assists yet again. I mean, she's distributed a total of 53 assists in SEC competition, averaging basically six per game, which is pretty awesome. So talk to me about the team chemistry. What's that looking like? You guys looked really put together yesterday. I was really impressed about that.
Our team chemistry is good, but I think it really started in the summer. We, came off of a foreign tour, went to Italy, Rome, Greece. So that was a great experience, being a transfer, coming into a new environment, and just really clicking with my teammates. But like you said, JP and all of us have really been clicking well, and I think it's just us just playing to our roles and just making a simple play.
Absolutely. You guys have been really competitive all year. I mean, currently ranked second in SEC play. Is that right? Okay. Obviously, you guys are playing super well, doing fantastic. Where do you think the team has room to improve going forward?
Yeah, I think there's always room for improvement. I think our offense is pretty solid right now, but I think I would definitely have to say defensively. We want to be more aggressive defensively, whether that's getting steals, taking charges, winning the jump balls, the 50-50 balls. So I think, we're going to continuously improve, and I've seen that game to game as well as everybody else has. But I think defensively will really set us apart.
That's awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So the Lady Vols will be back in action this Thursday against Alabama in Tuscaloosa. So best of luck to you, Jewel, and to the Lady Vols.
Thank you. Up next, we're going to shake things up a bit and talk about men's basketball. We have a guest star on the show today, junior guard Jordan Gainey. Jordan, it's an honor to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for allowing me to be here today.
Of course. You've been having such a great season for the Vols so far, and we thought it would be fun to bring you in and allow the fans to get to know a little bit more about you. So first, how has it been transitioning from your last school, USC Upstate, currently here at Tennessee, which is ranked 5th in the nation?
It's been amazing. I love it here. The University of Tennessee has been great. Fans are great. The atmosphere is always amazing. It's just an honor to be able to play in a great environment like TBA, and just being able to play with my dad and then my great teammates. Just an honor. And I really love it here. It's probably one of the best places to ever play at.
That's awesome. Fun fact, every single person on the show today has transferred into the University of Tennessee. So, show of transfers. You've lived all over the country, North Carolina, Connecticut, Arizona, South Carolina. Where was your favorite place to live and why?
Everywhere has their best benefits and things like that, but I'd say Arizona for sure. I have the most memories there. Won a state championship there, great memories, great friends, and obviously the weather. You can't beat that.
Can't beat the weather.
December is 70 degrees. You can wear a sweatshirt, wear sweatpants, shorts, and just enjoy the weather. Great sunsets. But I definitely have to say Arizona for sure.
That's awesome.
What did you think about the snow we just had though?
It was nice, I don't like it too much, but it was good to see. I didn't play in it, but I don't like the cold as much.
Yep.
But it was cool to see. After the third day, I was ready for it to leave. So.
Understandable.
Totally get that.
Especially, being from Texas, we're not used to snow at all, so I didn't know how to drive in the snow.
Yeah. Yep.
The ice, I just kind of stayed away from it.
No.
I was inside for a whole week.
So what have you learned from playing from, a historical coach and Coach Barnes?
A lot. There's a lot of life lessons throughout each day, But the biggest thing I'd say was just have to be prepared every day, mentally, physically, and emotionally, because you never know what the day's going to bring. And just being able to have that mental toughness each day is just going to be great, no matter what you do in life. And being able to do that is just amazing. And just being able to be around Coach Barnes is just an amazing thing to be.
Absolutely. Speaking of the team, so who is your favorite teammate to train with and why?
Everyone has, it's fun to train with everyone, but I'd say it's Kai, definitely, because me and him, we go at it each day in practice, in workouts. We're always competing, and he's always going to try to push you to be the best person you can be. And I'm going to always try to make him be the best person he can be. And whenever you got two guys just doing that each day, you're just going to get better.
Absolutely. It's such a special bond that you have with a teammate like that.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
So, growing up playing basketball myself, my dad has always coached me, from rec ball, AAU ball, and then he stopped, obviously, when I got to college.
Right.
But your dad is currently coaching for the Tennessee team right now. So what is that like, being coached by your dad in college opposed to, in AAU and the rec days?
I'd say it's pretty cool because this is the first time he's ever really coached me for real. Growing up, he's always been just on the side and not actually coaching. But here it's pretty cool because inside of the business field, inside of the gym, it's business, and he's my coach. I don't look at him as dad or anything, but whenever I go home, that's my dad. He'll tell me things. He'll tell me what he sees. He'll give me the dad opinion on things on the game that we just played. But in the office, he's a coach, and even then, like with all the other guys, he treats them as their son, and it's just cool because it's like the bond that he has with me is the same bond that he has with all the other guys on the team.
Right. So we all talked about being transfers and stuff like that. So was that one of the reasons why you came to Tennessee, because your dad was coaching and you wanted to be challenged and have that support from him as well, or was that not really a factor?
A little bit, but at the same time, it was just the connection I had with Coach Barnes and Coach GP. They were all great throughout the recruiting process, and my dad didn't even call me as a coach. I'd say he was just give me dad. He would just be dad and give me the real spiel about Tennessee and about what's really going on.
But he definitely wanted you to be there, right?
Did
he tell you that or no?
He definitely did. He definitely did.
Okay.
That's awesome. Your dad also played basketball at NC State, right?
Yes, he
did.
did
That impact your drive and love for the sport a lot growing up?
It definitely did because I could watch his highlights through when I was growing up and things like that. But just being able to see him, play basketball at a high level really made me want to chase that dream as well.
That's awesome. Switching gears a little bit, what is your go-to pregame song that you listen to? Do you listen to any music before?
Yeah, I definitely listen to it. It depends on the day, really. I had to say Ric Flair Woo.
Okay.
That's probably one of my ones, or Get Back, just to get me in that mood.
Nice. Okay, last question. What is your favorite thing to do in Knoxville outside of basketball?
That's a good question. I can always just sit inside, chill, watch a movie. But I'd say I like to go bowling at what's the one? I forgot the one downtown, but the one downtown is nice.
Okay.
Maple Hall.
Yes.
Maple Hall.
Yes,
I like Maple
that.
Hall a lot. It's a nice, good little vibe, and I think I'm pretty good at bowling, I'd say.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You get some strikes, spares, doubles, turkeys.
A little bit of everything.
Gutter balls.
To start off the game, maybe one.
Okay. So you don't use
you gotta
bumpers?
warm up.
I don't use bumpers.
Okay.
No. But
Gotta make sure.
I'm always gonna clean up.
Okay.
I'm always cleaning up.
Okay. Well, there you go, Jordan. Thank you again for joining us, and best of luck Wednesday against LSU. We'll be back next Monday for episode 2.
That's right, Joel. We've got a lot in store for you guys next week. A Super Bowl discussion. We'll preview the women's basketball game against Arkansas, and we've got SECs coming up for swim and dive. So we'll preview that, and we've got swim guests Micah Chambers and Kate McCarville coming on the show. Well, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys back here next Monday. Go Vols!